will contribute to the objective that we are all discussing for, which is to make sure that European citizens can use at the maximum benefit spectrum, and Europe can be at the forefront in terms of wireless technology. Thank you very much for your attention.
Mr. Viola, thank you very much for your inspirational words. And now I will give the floor to my honoured colleague here in the Parliament, Member of the European Parliament, Mr. Lambert van Nistelrooy.
Thank you very much. First and for all, let me conclude how important this meeting is in the period, in the starting of this new legislation period. In fact, the Parliament has always stressed the fact that we should start with a common meeting to exchange views and to put it really high on the agenda. Because when we talk about the actual situation of the crisis, if we look to new possibilities of growth, the whole digital agenda, and especially the spectrum, gives us this possibility. And it's because of this reason that at this moment we put the new agenda together for the next, for the next years. The EU 2020, as just mentioned a couple of minutes ago, is this new agenda in which, on several fields, we have to work together in a more efficient way than that we did before. If you look to new economic and to new possibilities for services, we have to reflect on each role, the roles that we take from European level, for the EU, and the role that the national states take. And in this field, it's really important to see that the scale that we have as Europe is not used as well as possible. Me, as a member of the Parliament, let me give you one example. I'm in the Netherlands, I'm a Dutch MEP, the president of the Smart Homes Association, and in the Parliament I'm also working for an intergroup on aging. And if we look to these kind of services that can be delivered via mobile, via especially the 800 megahertz band, we are still at the beginning of these services, of e-health, of people in remote areas, and people who are really willing quality of life, willing their own independence, willing to have services tailor-made. And what we see as Europe, we are so scattered in our own 27 markets. We use on one side a lot of money for research. We have wonderful research budgets now in the European Union. But the lack is not that we start with research and with new possibilities that we can use, but how to roll out. If we talk about rolling out, we have really a lot of limitations within these several national systems, especially when you talk about healthcare, etc., but also in using these new technological possibilities like the 800 megahertz band. And that's why this moment is so important to make the direct combination of this new legislation, the new working path that we will decide on, but also to say yes, we want this stronger coordination, yes, we want this stronger integration in the systems, because this is the only way to keep competitive on world scale, on these fields. It's a question, we have the possibility, we use it, or on longer run, you lose it. You lose world position. And this is not necessary, because we are ahead in the technological development. There is no lacking behind of Europe if just we find this common approach. And so I totally agree with what the colleagues yesterday brought in the workshop. I agree with the stronger role of the European Commission. I totally agree with what Mrs. Kroes has said this morning about her agenda, about her, she said, be prepared. Yes, the Parliament is prepared to do this, work together with the Council and with the European Commission. Let me say at the end of my contribution that you can rely on Parliament. We have this EU 2020 approach. We will bring this path till 2015 or even 2020. And beyond that, there are, of course, a lot of technological problems to be solved, how the systems can cooperate, how the roles of the partners should be. But anyway, this Spectrum Summit brought us to the point of no return. We need new settings, and we will work on it, and we are willing to take this possibility. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Van Nistelrooy. Your knowledge and your engagement in these questions are of very great importance for the work in the Parliament. Thank you very much. Now, Mr. Vincent van Quickenborne, the Federal Minister of Telecommunication in Belgium, will arrive at about 12 o'clock, so we then open the floor for him when he is attending the summit. But we can continue, and as I told before, I would open the floor and give the possibility to the representatives from the member states to put a comment on what you have heard so far. So maybe we should start. I give the floor to the representative of Finland.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I would like to thank Mrs. Kroes in particular for her opening speech today. I very much agree that successful spectrum policy can be a key element in tackling economic and social challenges. In order to be successful, we need efficient, flexible and, where appropriate, coordinated use of spectrum. The major actual challenge will be how to provide